Hello, good afternoon, everybody. See, we're really busy already. Right, so we'll do a few hellos first of all while we wait for everybody. So, oh, Brian's with us. Hi, Brian. Hi, Megan. Hi, K-pop. Aisha. Hello, Margaret. All on YouTube. As is Shirley and Lynn. Oh, Lynn's in hospital. She's bored in hospital. What are you doing in hospital, Lynn? Afternoon, Janet. On Facebook, we have, let's go back to the beginning. Elizabeth and Jenny and Jackie and Viv, and yes, I'm very good, thank you, Sheila. Hi Tracy, hi Dawn, sorry if I miss anybody, there's lots of you. Hi Tracy in Redditch. So what's your weather like and whereabouts in the world are you? In Lincolnshire in the UK, it's rather nice, I have to say. It's sunny and it's warm and it's not what you expect for October, is it? Oh, it's sunny in Ohio as well. I've got Lisa, morning, oh afternoon Lisa. Cold and sunny in Leicestershire. Hello Jane in Wisconsin, and Therese and Julie and Jan, Kirsty. Oh gosh, right, I think I'm down to the bottom. Hi Alison, hi Olive. And oh, Lynn's having back surgery. Oh, how long are you in for? Oh, that doesn't sound good. It will be when it's all over with though, isn't it? We did these things for a reason. Sunny and chilly. No, it's actually rather warm here. I'm loving it. Hi Geraldine. Okay. Rain in the Netherlands. Oh dear, Karina. Mind you, sometimes we could do with a bit of rain, couldn't we? Bright and sunny in Grimsby, but cold. Sunny in Cyprus. Just finished exercising as Lisa. Right. Now I want to show you this first because we're going to do Christmas stocking today with a little bit of a difference. And this is the little stocking that I made in my So Eco-Friendly book. And the reason it's in a So Eco-Friendly book, because it isn't organic cotton or anything like that, is because it's reusable. So you're cutting down on gift wrap, basically, by making something that you can give as a gift, and then the recipient can give it as a gift to somebody else the next year, and so on and so forth. But it is a gift bag, so it's got a drawstring on the top so you can't see what's in it. Because normally when we hang stockings up, we hang things out of them, don't we? Oh, hi, Ramali. Sorry, I didn't know that was your name. Got a pseudonym. So yes, I'll put that on the top so you can have it as a proper little gift bag. So that's the one that was in my half yard book. But what we're going to make today is the larger version. Now, I have already made a video of this. So if you don't want to listen through the chat or you don't want to take notes now, then have a look on YouTube in about an hour and a half and the video without chat. And all of the measurements will be included in that one as well. So it's decent size, isn't it? And again, you've got the drawstring on the top, so you can't peek in there. So it could be given as a gift. Oh, thanks, Denise. I'm glad you like it. Sunny in Northampton, says Sarah. Happy to watch for a change from Devon. Got you washing on the line. Hello, Denise. Hello, Janet. Hello, Jane. So that's what we're going to make. But it is Wednesday, so I've got some new website stuff to show you. First of all, now you may notice some fancy bunting behind me, and you have seen the panels before, but we've got them back in stock. Oh, nearly sneezed. And this is it. So not only do you get the bunting, which if you used just some plain black fabric on the wrong side, that's actually a long piece of bunting. And then down here, you've got, they call them softies, don't they? Plushies. So you can kind of make stuffed toys with those. And then on the side, you've also got your trick-or-treat bag things going on. So again, you'll need some fabric of your own. Or you could make flags or banners with those. It's entirely up to you. But that's a back in stock. So we've just got those back in today. Hi, Susan. Hello, Dawn. Well, you get both. So you can chat away, or if you don't like it, then you can watch afterwards. She had a lovely birthday, Lisa, but she was driving home, so no, not lots of falling down water. We did go out for a Japanese meal on the Saturday night, which was really nice. It's a place where we go to quite a lot. So as we went in, I did happen to mention that it was Kim's birthday, and they come out at the end or singing happy birthday with cheesecake with candles on and things. So yeah, it was a very nice evening. Thank you. My 4 grandsons stuck. Oh, did you, Linda? Yes, Linda. I've got half your Christmas has got stockings, and they're all different as well. Hello Dorothy in Bay City in Michigan. So more new things to show you before we start sewing. These are on debbieshawsewing.com. If you haven't visited before, we've got, oh gosh, over 800 lines now, I think, of fabrics and haberdashery and tools and all kinds of things. Hello Delia in the house in California, and Irene in Ohio. See, Brian's in Ohio, you could be neighbours. We've got a new bundle for you. I love these colours and they match absolutely perfectly. This is Art Gallery Fabrics 100% cotton, so you know you've got a really lovely quality. And this one is the ochre gold canvas. So different textures, but they match perfectly. I don't mind different textures of fabric. For most of my projects, I would put some kind of interfacing behind them, and then that kind of balances them out. Hi Pam, hi Debbie. Oh gosh, Susan. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, of course you don't. You don't have to. You go do something else. You don't have to take part with us today. Oh gosh, I'm sure we're all thinking of you, Susan. We really are. That's quite shocking. It must be awful for you, but we're all thinking of you. But go away. You've got other things to do. Gosh. Hello, Helen. Where are we on YouTube? Oh, you chat amongst yourselves. Off you go. Karen talking to Brian, talking to Julie, was it? Love it when you do that. Okay, so that's the new bundle that we have for you. When these are gone, we won't be getting any more in. So we do have a limited amount of those left. Now I want to show you some new blenders that we have. These are, again, they've only come in today, and they're lovely. So it's something like this you could use with your Christmas fabrics would be ideal. They're really lovely quality of fabrics as well. But I like a blender because it's a blender with a pattern has a little bit more interest than something just plain, doesn't it? So if you're patchworking and you don't want to make the design too busy with lots of patterns, because they can fight amongst each other, but you just want a plain to break that up, then I think things like this are perfect because they're plain enough not to argue with your pattern fabric, but they have a little bit of interest in there as well. And I'm sure we've got a couple of colours in this design. If you're new to us, by the way, all of the fabrics are on debbieshawsewing.com. And the ones that I show you on a Wednesday are the new ones. So if you go to New In, it'll take you through all of the fabrics that I'm going to bring in now. So I can't remember the names and prices of everything because I've only literally just come in today. But if you go to New In, it'll take you through all of the details there. And don't forget, if you got some news for you. Don't forget, if you are a Half Yard Club member, you get your 10% discount as well. I was going to tell you, if you pay by PayPal, and you spend more than £30 on the website, PayPal have now set up with us a split payment facility. So you can split the cost of your order into 3 and you don't pay any interest on it. So that may help leading up to Christmas time anyway. So you order as normal. You put your discount code in if you're a Half Yard Club member as normal, and then when you click on Pay by PayPal, it now says PayPal Express on the website, so click on that, and then when it takes you to PayPal, you know, it asks you which card you want to use and that kind of thing, scroll down to the bottom and it'll ask you if you want to split the payments into 3, and then you do that. That's something that PayPal have organised, so we don't know whether you've used that or not. It doesn't come up on our website, so I don't know whether you're splitting the payments or whether you're paying all in one. That's entirely private to you. So again, that's something that PayPal have set up, so it's kind of separate to the website. But it's rather good, isn't it? 3 interest-free payments. Anyway, one more of these. I love this. This is kind of, in fact, even Kim said to me, it's very much a 70s kind of design, isn't it? I can't remember what it's called, but I could sit and look at that for ages. It's like an optical illusion. It's quite incredible. Hi Sarah and Helene and Carvex. Thank you very much. Just finished online teaching at 11 in St Vincent in the Grenadines. Hello, Carol. Oh, we've got a different colour in this one as well. We've got the navy. So a little bit more subtle. But again, as a blender, as something to break up your patterns, then I do like the extra interest there. I think that's lovely. Right, so that's those. Now then, oh, you're going to love this one. Look, look, look. Penguins. Love this. I love him. Look, he's asleep. He's got little eyes shut, look. But they're all fat and chubbly. And everyone's looking, they're kind of looking at you, aren't they? They're looking back from the camera. I'd love to know what's going through their little minds, what you're looking at. But I just love the way that we've got these occasional ones that are fast asleep. That's a Little Johnny fabric, that's brand new. And we have Christmas jumpers. So which one would you wear? Reindeers. We've got elves, cars with Christmas trees on top. Actually, that would probably go very nice with that blender that I just showed you. So that would make a nice Christmas stocking, wouldn't it? Gift bags and the likes. So let me pop those away because I've still got more to show you. I love the penguin, Shirley. I just think that's so cute. I can think of lots of things I can make for mine. Because I mean, penguins aren't just Christmassy, are they? I know they bring these out as Christmas fabrics, but they're there all year. They don't just pop up just before Christmas. But I'm thinking, child's waistcoat, little boy's waistcoat. Oh, for my grandson, little boy's waistcoat. But gift bag, anything, any time of year. And then the final Christmas one I've got of the brand news. We do have a lot of Christmases fabrics. If you go to look, it's all dogs with jumpers on. If you go to the website to debbieshawsewing.com and just go under the Christmas categories, we've got so many fat quarters, different Christmas fabrics, all kinds of stuff, some classy, some fun. Oh, I was asked about the Harry Potter fabric. That is going to be coming back again. It's on order. If you're watching, if you're not, I will reply. I'll reply anyway because I don't know whether you're watching or not. Look at that, we've got a little dog in a Christmas stocking. I love that one. Don't know what they're doing. No, that's loads of fun. Now then, while we're thinking about Christmas, face masks with Christmas fabrics is a good idea. What else? I've got Carol for Christmas fabric, none in the stores. Oh. Where are you, Carol? You don't have any Christmas fabrics, none in the stores here because of COVID, and order from England will not reach me until next year. Whereabouts are you? Because we do ship all over the place. I think Australia can take about 2 or 3 weeks to get there. America can get there within about a week and a half, I think. Have we got Nancy with us? Nancy, I know I asked you before, but how long does it take for orders to get to you? No heat. We don't need heating season. We're all right at the moment. And we seem to go. I don't know about you. Every winter we've got an oil-fueled boiler. Nightmare. And we either forget to order oil, as seems everybody in the village does. So when we do phone up and say we've got no oil, when can you come? They say 2 weeks time. But yeah, we seem to do that every year and end up freezing. Last year we had no heating. We had to have the boiler replaced. That was expensive. Now then, 2 more fabrics to show you. When you're looking at something wintry and snuggly and soft and warm. Look at this. So this is like a polar fleece, and I think that's the wrong side. Look, so it's kind of same both sides. I'm thinking dressing gowns, onesies, blankets, that kind of thing. It's so soft and it's lovely quality as well. Even things like hoodies, why not? And then this one, again, they're all on the new in on the website. This is do you know, I wish we have a touchy-feely TV. It'll happen one day, I'm sure. But this is, it's so, I don't know if you can see, it's so soft. You know when you see those really incredibly soft baby toys and teddies, and you just want to snuggle them all the time. That's what this is like, but it's a tartan. That would make such a snuggly blanket, wouldn't it? You'd only have to put some binding around the edge of it. What's this fray? Just hem it. It's quite thick actually. It's like a double layer. Oh, I never noticed that before. Let me show you. So yeah, that's the edge of it, and it's actually really thick. It's like it's 2 layers, but that is, honestly, it is so soft. If you make yourself a scarf out of this, you're going to be wearing it all the time. Love that. Oh, I do as well. Some cozy. Oh, welly toppers. I've never made a welly topper, Lois. That's a good idea. Hello, Jacqueline. Hi, Nancy is there. Thank you. 3 to 5 days. Wow, that is quick. If you had touchy-feely TV, you'd freak out at hands appearing out of the ether. Can you imagine? Ugh. It'd be like Halloween. I can remember talking to, it was when I was on, I was a shopping telepresenter on Ideal World, and we had some tech expert talking about TVs. And I said, one day, I think we will actually physically be in people's living rooms and TV will be holographic. So you'll have 3D images, which is a little bit scary. And he said they're actually working on it at the moment. That was probably about 10 years ago, and I haven't heard anything since, so I'm not sure if it's going to happen. But that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? So you could have some kind of, it could be a soap or a film or something, and you could actually be in there, kind of in the action. It's bound to, well, they say whatever you think of will happen one day, don't they? So it's bound to happen. Hello, Christine in Australia. Christine, when did we post your order? Let me know, actually, how long it takes for you to get there. Amanda, we're making a Christmas stocking. That's making a Christmas stocking. Imagine a cuddly Christmas. Oh, cushions. Cuddly cushions for Christmas time. You know, when all you want to do is snuggle up on the sofa and watch Christmas movies and stuff. So what do you watch at Christmas? I thought, what do you watch in the States? We always have, there's the same kind of Morecambe and Wise and old films and comedies and White Christmas and all that kind of thing. Don't watch too much, to be honest. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Irene. Hello. Oh, Cher. Do you know, I said to Kim the other day, I haven't heard from Cher for ages. Wonder if she's all right. You all right? Cher Crevu of the Frou Frou Slippers fame. Happy birthday, So Diva. Sorry, I missed that one. Carol lives in St Vincent's in the Grenadines. Oh, when did you? Oh, let me just go back a minute. You ordered? Did you order the book from me? The summer collection since June. If you ordered from me, then send me a message, and I'll look into that, because I haven't had anything back if it is, but that's an awful long time till June. I've had another book out since then. Chris, now we had a problem. I did explain this on Saturday. The system that we use at Royal Mail, we use if we've got a lot of post, we go to 3 different post offices, because we overwhelm them a little bit and they don't get everything done in time. One of the post offices' systems crashed and put a lock on my account with them for 2 days, so they couldn't actually process any orders until the end of the day on Monday. So if you placed an order on Monday, or we sent it on Monday, that's the day that we send it to the post office. So it might have been Tuesday before they actually got around to processing it. So sorry about that, but they are up and running again now. YouTube is blurry. Can't do anything about your YouTube being blurry, I'm afraid. It's okay here. Half watching me and the grandsons is Amanda. I'm going to see my grandchildren. I saw Vienna when she came up with Kimberly at the weekend, and this Sunday I'm going to go and see my son and his kids as well. Can't wait. It's been to film the holiday. Oh yeah. Oh, wasn't she thin? Who was in that? Can't remember. Right. Hello, Shelley in North Carolina. It's been a morning, she said. What kind of a morning have you had? Okay. Right, this stocking, we're going to design the shape and the size ourselves. The only thing I'd like you to do is make the top of the stocking 7 inches. Now again, and that's gone on the floor. I have filmed this and uploaded a YouTube video which will be going live at 5:30, and the measurements are all in the description box underneath the video, so click on see more and you'll see all of the measurements there. But you can make this any shape and length and everything that you like, but the measurements for the top are 7 inches, and it's in centimetres on there as well, so have a look on there later on. Oh, Carol, oh, there we are. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Her books comes from England to St Vincent, then by boat instead of plane because of COVID, then it goes to several different ports. So right now the book is, oh dear, let me know when it arrives, won't you? Jack Black, oh Jack Black, is that the one with, what's his name? Do you know I'm rubbish at names and actors and films and things like that? Jack Black, isn't he the one where he's Satan with, can't remember his name. Brad Pitt, that's the one. Eunice Stubbs. Sorry, I think I'm missing something. Bit behind because I'm thinking of Brad Pitt and Julie saying Eunice Stubbs, and I don't think it's the same kind of thing really. Right, so I need my ruler. Let's get sewing. They swap houses. Cameron did. Oh no, I'm going back a little bit. Cherry, these are Half Yard Sewing Club members. No, it's an old one, Vicky, actually. Hello, Carol in Northern Ireland. I think Jude Law, Jack Black, Cameron Diaz and Kate Winslet in The Holiday. Haven't seen that one. Jack Black did Gulliver's Travels. Oh, no, I think I'm a bit behind with these. I didn't know the US they've suspended mail deliveries to Australia. It's bad, isn't it? Anyway. So let's make the top of the stocking, and again this is going to be 7 inches. And then I'm just going to draw a straight line. So this is a right angle down to the bottom of the page, and as you can see I've got a piece of A4 paper, and I'll do the same on this side. So again that's at a right angle. Now it's a little bit freestyle with this one, because now you're going to draw the shape of the boot yourself. So we need this to kind of go round and then back up there like that. So that's kind of boot shape to me. So if it's a bit bigger, if it's a bit deeper, if it's a bit rounder, it really doesn't matter. But that's some kind of boot shape. It doesn't matter if it comes off here, so you've got it at a right angle, however you want it to be. The important thing is for this stocking that the top 7 inches, so everything fits together. So let's just cut this out. So chat amongst yourselves for a couple of minutes. And I'll just cut this out. Oh, everyone's going to see the grandchildren. Right. See, Gary's not fond of musicals. We don't watch many musicals. Tell you what I am going to see soon. On the 23rd, which is a Saturday, there isn't going to be a live. I'll make something and put it on YouTube anyway, so you've got something to watch. I don't know what, but I'll make something. I'm going to see Frozen the musical with the grandchildren. We booked this in before COVID, so it's like been years. And thankfully they haven't grown out of it yet. That'd be awful. Oh, there must be so many people that had that cancelled and the kids don't want to go anymore. Oh, that'd be awful. But yes, we're going to see Frozen the musical, and it's on the Saturday, so won't be doing that one. I'm really looking forward to that. Jules says I must watch The Holiday. I must watch The Holiday. I should put that on my list. Right, now I'm going to use one of the, a couple of the fabrics from Christmas fat quarters. Let me see how far a fat quarter will go. So I might use a few of them. Yep. So will I get one there? Oh, I can do that with 2 fat quarters. So which to use? That's the thing. I think I'll use those 2. I'm going to put a border around the top, so I want two fabrics that contrast nicely. We've got a few of these fat quarters on the website, and they're quite nice because they're tartan. They're quite loosely woven. They're polycotton mix, but they've got prints on them and they're foiled as well, so they're a bit different. I think those are £8. So, and I'll need lining pieces as well, so I'm just going to use a plain fabric for the lining because you won't see that, so I don't want to waste it. Fit it on there. Yes, lovely. So I'm just going to iron that actually because I've just taken it out of the packet. It's a little bit creased. Come here. And I have remembered to put water in my iron this week at last. Oh, the kids' films. Do you know, Jean, I haven't had a day off for as long as I can remember. And I'm actually going to take a day off on Friday. A whole day off. It's the first one in years. Because it was Kim's birthday on Sunday and I still haven't bought her a present, so we're going shopping. We are going shopping, yes. Do you know, I was talking about grandchildren, I can't remember what programme was on, the telly was benignly yattering away earlier on. And one of the topics was grandchildren and how old you should be when you have grandchildren. And I said to Kim, you can't choose that, can you? It's nothing to do with you, really, when you become a grandparent. When you become a parent, yes, but when you become a grandparent, no. It doesn't work like that, does it? Anyway, I'm going to cut the lining out at the same time. That could probably do with the press as well. So I'm just using a plain red for this one. Now, when you are cutting these out, they need to be mirror imaged. So if you've got enough fabric that you can fold this in half with either right or wrong sides together, it doesn't matter. I can't quite do that with this. So I'll cut them one at a time, but I'm going to cut through 2 linings. So this one is going to be this way up. So I'm just going to make sure that fits again because I'm a bit worried that way up. Let's do it that way. I'm trying to make the most of my fabric. And then the other one, I will need to turn this over and do it from the other side. Just to make sure it fits. So we'll have a few pins in there. So I'm putting that right up to the edge, so I'm really making the most of the fabric. Normally I go around this with my rotary cutter. Use my scissors for this one. Yes, Jules, a whole day off at the moment. We'll see how that one goes. There's that wonderful noise of scissors crunching through fabric. Oh, love it. Does remind me of my mum. Had a lot of that noise in our house when I was younger. The Holiday. So what was the Jack Black one? Who was in Jack Black? Am I thinking of the wrong one with Brad Pitt playing the devil? Because I did like that film as well. Been watching a lot of films lately because our Freeview isn't working. We've only got Netflix. But it's very nice. Oh, congratulations, Mary. Is that your first one? Going to be, a great grandma. Oh, wow. I hope I get to that stage. I hope I'm still around and my grandchildren are having children. I don't think I will be, but it would be nice, wouldn't it? Right, so that's that one. Don't need the lining anymore. Let's just make sure I've got enough to flip this over and do it the other way. Oh, just if I put it at a little bit of an angle, I'm all right with that. The thing with fat quarters like this, you've got enough to use a different fabric on the other side and make 2 quirky stockings. But this one is a very slight angle, but I don't mind that at all. That's not going to affect anything. Netflix Diana the Musical. I didn't know there was a Diana the Musical. What are they going to do next? Joe Black was the one with Brad Pitt as the devil. I told you I was rubbish at films. Amanda's got a British friend who doesn't drink tea. I don't drink tea. Hate the stuff. I like coffee. Can't stand tea. Oh, happy birthday, Connie, for Monday. Oh, she had a lovely day chatting on the phone. Oh. Right, so almost done. Then I'm going to fuse some H640 onto the wrong side of the outer pieces, only on these two pieces. Again, all of your measurements are going to be on YouTube in a bit. So where's my fleece? Down here. There we go. And there we go. It's a little bit quicker on YouTube as well because I can edit these long bits out on there. But when we're live, you just got to put up with me doing it all in front of you. Needs to be done for something like this though, because when I'm showing you how to draw the shape of your stocking, I can't really do that beforehand, can I? Got water in there, yeah. So again, I'm just fusing fleece to the wrong side. This is quite a loose weave fabric, so I think no matter what you're going to make for it, some kind of interfacing on the wrong side is beneficial because it helps to stop the fabric from twisting, particularly like with this one when I've cut it on a slight angle. So with H640, which is a Valaiseline product, it likes steam without, and it doesn't kind of buckle the fabric, which is why I like to use this one. So in fact, I use this a lot, and I'm not paid or sponsored by anybody. I use things that I like because I like them, and I use things that I like and I buy them. So I'm not given stuff. Wouldn't want to do that. I know I've said before, I've been offered sewing machines and different kind of products from big companies like this, and I just thought, well, that means I've got to say I like it, and maybe I won't, and that looks very odd if I say, oh, I always use Valaiseline because they give it to me, and then I'd prefer Bosal for some products. So I don't tend to do that. I say no to those. I'd rather buy them and be, I think, a bit more genuine about whether I like them or not, or why I like them. Favourite food? Oh, I'm missing that. I love it. Oh yes, Love Actually. I like Love Actually. See, I love things like that. Gary doesn't like them. But we have this thing, now we're watching films all the time. I tend to retire early with a little bit of hand sewing and watch a silly film, and then he does his stuff on the computer and comes in later, so I get to watch films on my own. Nancy's got 4 great-grandchildren. Conditioning a wide tooth comb. I've missed out. Oh, getting knots out of our cat's hair. Condition a wide tooth comb. Oh, leg warmers in tartan would be, oh, leg warmers in that fleecy tartan, Sharon, would be really nice. Okay, that's one side. Need to put this on the other side, and then we can start putting the whole thing together. Oh, just enough there. Love it when you use your little bits and you don't waste anything, don't you? Yeah, Amanda, I just, I wouldn't want to recommend something and then you think, well, you've only recommended that because you're being paid to, or because they give you things. So I always say no to stuff like that. I think it's a bit more genuine. There are some products like Valaiseline that I would love to be given because I love it. But as I said, if you say, you know, you're ambassador for one company, then you can't really say, but actually I do prefer another brand for something else. So that's what I do. I was just going to scratch my head with my scissors. I could have been a little bit bored then. No, Denise has got 22 grandchildren and great grandson, and my mum is still with it. Oh, so it's a great grandmother. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I do hope I get to that stage. With all my senses, that is. my mum died 19 years ago, on Monday actually, and she was 80. And we were at one point, my youngest son was 5, my daughter was 10, my eldest son was 20, I was 40, and my mum was 79. She spoilt it, she should have been 80. But yeah, it was only for 2 days in between the boys' birthdays, but it was like, yeah, 5, 10, 20, 40. And could have been 80. I think that might have been a bit of a record. Lisa, what are you telling Brian to do to his cats? Oh, Heidi's got iffy internet. Not to worry, Heidi, you can catch up later on. Right, that's all that I think. Now I'm just going to press this a little bit. I think that's about all my ironing done. So let's move you out of the way. And we're going to clear this up a little bit. Sew these right sides together. So with the lining, I'm going to sew all the way around here, but leave a turning gap about here and sew back up again. And with the outer pieces, again, right sides together, I'm going to sew all the way around, but not the top. I'm going to put a couple of pins in this one. 6 grandchildren and 1 great. Irene, that's amazing. See you later, Shelley. Move you up the way. Right, so again, just sew. Oh, let me just find my foot pedal. It's twisted around the wrong way. Sew all the way around. And I'm just using the edge of my foot as a seam allowance, so it's not kind of, it's a bit over 1/4 of an inch, but it doesn't really matter on something like this. So nice and smooth around the curves. Remember, this is going to form the shape of your bag, your stocking. So it's nice to keep that nice and smooth. Went a little bit wider there, but it really doesn't matter. It's only a stocking. And back down this side. And then on the outer piece, I'm going to snip around the toe section, so just cut down on the bulk here. And into the concave curve on the inside of the ankle there. I'm not going to do that around the rest of it, it doesn't need it. Now this one, again all the way around, turning gap just here. So same kind of seam allowance. Always try and leave your turning gap on a straight bit, and the further down the leg you go, the less visible it's going to be. Just a little tip as well, if you make the lining very slightly smaller, so increase the seam allowance slightly, it will sit inside the stocking a little bit better. That's the same if you're making a bag. And back to the top. No need to snip into the curves of this because the lining will always stay kind of inside out, so you're not turning that one through. Now to make the cuff that goes around the top, I'm going to do mine in green. So let me just turn this one the right side out now. Oh Leanna, I'm sorry, I hope you get better soon. Let's push this through. So the cuff is going to go around the top of here, and that is going to measure 13.5 inches by 5 inches. So actually that's quite straight. So I'll need to cut that 10 inches, sorry. So I'm actually going to use, the cuff's 5 inches long, but it's folded in half. I'm going to use the lines on here because this is woven, so I can rely on the lines. If you're using a printed fabric that's printed in stripes or checks, don't always rely that those stripes and checks are going to be printed exactly on the grain of your fabric. Whereas with a fabric that's woven, it has to be on the grain of the fabric because it's the pattern that's creating. It's the grain that's creating the pattern, if that makes sense. Normally I do this with my rotary cutter and mat, but might be quicker to do it this way. So 13.5 inches. Where's that? Takes me to about here. And I'm just going to give that a press. I'm going to fold it in half, like so, and just press that. Wrong sides together. There we go. Oh, Diane's having a granddaughter after 4 boys. Oh, a girl called Alice. Now my mum was called Alice. Right. And then we're going to sew this right sides together, whoops, to make a tube. Now I am using a 1/4 inch seam allowance on this bit because I want the measurements to match up to the top of the stocking. Meet Joe Black, that's the one, I like that film. Then we'll turn it through the right way and just make sure at this point that your fabric, if it's directional, obviously this one isn't directional, but if you have a directional fabric, then the fabric needs to be facing the right way with the fold of the fabric at the bottom. That didn't press very centrally, did it? I don't know what I'm playing at there. And I haven't put any kind of interfacing or fleece onto this section because I don't think it needs it. There's enough padding on the rest of the stocking to make it quite stable. It's a word I'm thinking of. Right, that's that bit. So next up we're going to make the drawstring bit. Now I've just about used up all of that fabric, so I'm going to kind of break into another one from the same fat quarter pack, similar but not exactly the same. And this one is going to measure 4 inches by 14 inches. So again, normally with my rotary cutter, ruler and mat, then it would be easier. And this is again a woven fabric, so I know I can rely that the stripes are actually straight. So if it's 4 inches deep, I'm going to double it over, so that's 8 inches, which is about there. That crunching noise again. Now I'm going to do this one a little bit different to the one in the book. There's lots of ways of making drawstring channels, so there's no right or wrong. You do it however you like. So that's my right side. Let's fold it over again and press it. Oh, needs to be 40, I think, and this is rather long. Didn't put the width down, did I? So that's going to be 14 inches. Again, if you're, don't worry about keeping up with all of this now. It is, all the details will be on YouTube. So the video goes live on YouTube at 5:30, and all of the measurements and everything are in the description box underneath the video. So don't worry too much about this right now. More to show you the method and have a chat. We like having a chat on a Wednesday and a Saturday, don't we? So this time I'm going to fold over, so that's how it's going to be. I'm just going to fold these sides over by about 1/4 of an inch or so. There will be a gap down the side of the drawstring panel. That's the way that it works this way. And the same on this side. Now the section where the ribbon's going to go through, I want to hem it, but I don't want to hem all the way down. So I'm just going to sew where I ironed that line about 2 inches, 5 centimetres, just a top stitch there. So just across the centre, and that means that it's not going to kind of come undone when I put the ribbon through in a bit. And the same across there. So if you wanted to measure and mark that to be exact, that's fine. And then we're going to fold this over right sides together and open up the seam and just sew along here up to the point where I've just top stitched. And the same on this side, so open the 2 sides up. And crossbody mobile foam pouch would be a good idea, Lisa. I've got a couple of foam pouches on my list of things to do. It's just fitting them in at the moment, but I do take notice of all of your suggestions. As you can recycle quite a lot. But do keep them coming through. Then we'll turn this the right side out. Push out the corners. Sue saves half a week's worth of ironing so she can do it watching Christmas film. That's a nice idea. Oh, Mary's great grandson is £3. Oh, I'm glad he's doing well though. Right, now I'm going to top stitch about, well, let me take a look at my ribbon. This is the ribbon that I'm going to use, and yes, I will try and get this back in stock again. So my channel needs to be a little bit wider than my ribbon, so I'm going to make this about 1 inch long. So if you've got a narrower ribbon, you can make it narrower. If you're using a longer ribbon, then you make it longer. So let's back stitch at the end there and just sew straight down. We can start piecing it all together. So take your outer stocking, save that for another one, and the cuff that you made. There we go. So outer stocking first, then the cuff goes over the top. Shove it in there, and I want to make sure that the seam at the back of the cuff matches the seam on the stocking. Okay. Now if it's easier, you can sew every one of these layers individually just to make sure that you've caught them all. I'm not going to with this one. I'm going to sew 3 pieces together and then do the lining in a bit. So cuff onto outer stocking, then we're going to make a loop to hang it up with. So let's cut a piece of ribbon about that long, that'll do. What's that? That is about 10 inches. That's going to go at the ends of that straight, facing downwards just onto the back of the seam here. And again, I'll stick a pin in that. Then on top of that, we'll go the drawstring bit. So again, there will be a gap around the back of that, but make sure that that's right at the back. So just try and adjust that so that, in fact, let's do it properly. So fold this in half. I can just make a little snip at the halfway mark, fold that in half, little snip there, and then I can match these 2 pieces. And I'm going to sew these all together all at the same time, quite close to the seam. So again, you will have a little bit of a gap down the back there. So if you've got a free arm on your sewing machine, sorry, I missed that question. It's a little ironing mat I'm using to iron on that we have on the website. I think they call it the quilter's mat. I'll show you quickly. I think we've got these in stock. So it's to iron on both sides, and when you open it up, it's got a cutting mat, and then it's got a grippy bit. So it feels like sandpaper, but it grips your fabric. So if you've got maybe paper piecing or bits of patchwork, you can put them on there and then cover it over, and then you can store them. So that's what I'm using. Really handy. And I'm literally just going to sew around the top of here. Very slowly by the looks. Oh, I'm glad you like your quilter's mat, Amanda. I use mine when I'm down here every time I'm sewing. It's really, really handy. Have we still got Susan with us, by the way, when I told her to go and do something more important? Because maybe we're helping a bit. Come and let us know. Keep in touch. It's leather, I think. So I'm missing it, sorry. Missing your conversations, but do chat amongst yourselves. I do like that. I know Lois, no coffee today, and it's, mind you, he went to the post office, so maybe he's not back yet. Okay, so that's sewn around the top. Take my pins out. Then I'm going to drop the whole lot inside the lining. I'm glad you like the fabric. £1.8. Oh, Sheila, that's not even a bag of sugar, is it? Right, so push that inside. And again, I'm going to line up the seam at the back. Oh, still got a pin in there. Oh, like so. So again, you can pin it if you like. I'm not going to with this one. And then again, I'm just going to sew around the top. It's a bit messy there for you to look at, isn't it? So back over the free arm. There we go. Bit more, and sew all the way around. Actually, that 7 inches I've left at the top is just enough room to get this underneath my sewing machine. Any narrower it wouldn't fit. It's a bit of a squeeze on this one. Lois is making Christmas cakes tomorrow. All of them. How many did you make? Yes, Sarah. Where's my coffee? Don't think we're going to get one today. He must be busy. So just keep going all the way around. Then that can go back on there. And then we'll pull this all through. Nancy, you are always a surprise. First she tells us she used to work for the FBI, and now she drives a Harley. Her and her sister drive a Harley. Wow. Yeah, I think you're really cool. Okay, so let's turn this all through, and of course I've got an awl, so I need to sew over my awl. So I'm just pulling the two. This is why it's easier to leave the turning gap on a straight side, although it is in the lining, so not too fussed. So sew that down, and then we're going to push the lining inside the bag. Can't decide if I like the rainbow or the black hemline. Oh, Connie, the hemline one's a bit posh, I think. I don't know, I like both of them. The first one I had, it was a bit old-fashioned. It was brown and flowery and a little bit 70s, but I love the design of these. And I'm not showing you what I'm doing. I've still got the pin in there. So when it all comes through, you've got your stocking bit, you've got your cuff around the top, and then you've got your drawstring bit, which is right at the back there. So let's take a piece of ribbon slightly bigger than the circumference of the top. Chop that off at an angle. It doesn't just look pretty, stops your ribbon from fraying. And then we'll take a safety pin and just thread this through the top. I'm going to fold it in half rather than just put the pin right at the end so it doesn't fray. And then we'll go through here. Oh, Susan's got the posh one. Susan's a bit posh. Thank you, Zoso Studio. I don't know what I'm doing on Saturday. I thought I was getting all ahead, but as soon as I planned in a shopping day on Friday, I don't know what we're doing. Right, just keep going that around there. Okay. So that's finished there. So now I can put all my treats in and pull the drawstring up, and that'll stop the kids peeking inside it when you hang it up for Christmas time. No, Anne, she hasn't got a cover stitch machine. I haven't got a cover stitch machine. She's got an overlocker but not cover stitch. I didn't realise actually, because I just thought cover stitch machines were for jersey fabrics. And I bought a book, it's a new one that's just come out from Search Press, how the cover stitch manual or something like that, and there's so much you can do with it, so I'm quite tempted, but no, we haven't got one of those. Right, and that's it. So your stocking's finished. And I love the idea, I know I've said it before, but wouldn't it be nice if you gave this with a gift in? You could probably fit a bottle in there as well, Lisa. If you gave that as a gift, and then the next year or in a few years' time it came back to you, because it's quite nice when gift wrap, I think, is circulated these days. I think that's what we should be aiming for. See Jules, she's off to walk the dog. I might go off and walk mine in a minute as well. Sherry, it is quick actually, it is quite quick to make. Again, I will put all the measurements on YouTube. That's going to go live in about half an hour or so on the YouTube channel. Okay, well I'm done again here. I thought that was going to take ages to do, you know. Oops, that's my best press gone on my mouse. It's quicker than I thought it was going to be. Remember, if you're going to order anything from the website, whether it's new, whether it's old, if you pay by PayPal, we're now doing 3 split payments, interest free. That's been organised for us by PayPal. So when you go through to pay, and you know when you pay by PayPal, it takes you to your PayPal thing and it says use preferred credit card or whatever. Right at the bottom of that page, it'll ask you if you want to use a split payment option. And don't forget to use your Half Yard Club member discounts if you are a member of the Half Yard Club. So, okay, I shall see you again Saturday. Thanks Marion, thanks Sarah, thanks Lisa Kiss Kiss Kiss, and Dawn and Jean. Dual cover stitch overlocker machines. I've just bought a new overlocker. I should have had a look for one of those, wouldn't I? Yep, I shall see you on Saturday at 11 o'clock in the morning. So I don't know what I'm doing yet. I just thought I was getting so organised, but it didn't happen. And so I was just reading some of your comments. Okay then, so I shall see you again Saturday at 11 o'clock in the morning. Otherwise, if you can't make it, then I'll be back again next Wednesday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and you take care. I'll see you again very soon.